Hey, good evening. What's going on? This is Uncle Jacky. I'm here with my boy Frank. We about to have some basically a sports conversation. We about to speak on the playoffs, on the acquisition of the Giants in terms of the coach and the acquisition of the New York Mets. But firstly, we're gonna start off on the playoffs so far and what we see. But first, before anything, let me introduce my boy Frank the Tank, baby. What's good, Frank? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for joining, bro. I appreciate it, man. It's always appreciated when you join us. Oh boy. But so far this year, bro, how you feeling about the playoffs?
You know what? It hasn't really called me. Uh, as I've gotten older, like if my team ain't in it, like right now, I'm flipping back and forth between the game and not Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. It's not. When I was
Mhm.
younger, I would watch every game. Now,
Yo, that's crazy because I was just saying that shit about baseball. Like, it didn't even matter what team was on, it just didn't matter. I was gonna watch. But football is different. At times I see football as my favorite sport, and sometimes I feel baseball is. But it's some good teams. See, I like Matthew Stafford. I love CJ Stroud, who just got eliminated, by the way. I'm sure everybody knows that. I like these players and I like to support them because I
for
don't
me,
really cheer for them on a regular
for me, the
as a
only
Giants
reason
fan.
the only reason to watch today was hoping the Patriots got bumped. That didn't happen. So
Yeah, we can actually speak on that. The Patriots are actually really, really good. CJ Stroud, 4 picks. He was not fun to watch today. Definitely was not fun to watch today. 4 interceptions, only 1 touchdown thrown, 16-28 final. And the defense the defense kept the Texans in the game as much as they could.
absolutely.
Yes,
That
the
I was
defense can't
rooting. I
fault
was
the
rooting
defense.
too.
Yeah, brother. Like I'm sitting here like, wow, y'all stopped them. Y'all stopped them. Y'all only gave up 3. And it's like, but I'm trying to give CJ Stroud a pass. He had no offense with him. Nico Collins out. And then this game, I'm about to say Dutch Schultz. But Dalton Schultz, he gets taken out the game because of a calf injury. He had no real offense.
You
The
know what?
running game was non-existent.
To be fair, May and that offensive scheme gets all the credit, but I hate to say it, the Patriots defense goes a little, they coming in under that radar a little, like they getting no love and no recognition for the fact that they actually have a solid defense.
They really do, though, bro. They do. They do have a solid defense. Yo, cam up, Doc. It's all good. I'm about to cam up too. I'm just
I don't want to
I
cam
got
up
this
so y'all.
this
I don't want
cancer
to cam
stick.
up and see your ugly motherfuckers. I can see your ugly motherfuckers without the cam up, bro. It's good, Frank. It's good.
Yo, what
Oh
up, what up? I'm
man.
about to say D-Mac always got an attitude. All right.
Nigga said D Mac. Yo. That shit really just kicked in.
That's fucked up. Who I gotta be D Mac? Who the fuck is D Mac? Look, I don't know if I want to laugh at that shit no more.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he lived to tell about it, so shit, you good, D.
What's good, y'all? What's going on, fellas? What's going on,
Yo,
Chad?
what's going on? We was talking about the game that just passed. I mean, if Frank was finished speaking, if not, I mean, yo, salute CeeLo, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, he just
But
yeah. Y'all better stop sleeping on the Patriots, man. I'm sorry. I hate to say I like the Patriots too. I thought about that today. I said I really like the Patriots. That's
it's
bad.
not wrong with that because I don't care how people feel. I love Tom Brady. I really do. I love Tom Brady.
Well, I
And
know
I
how you
have
feel with
no
playing, but
problem saying that.
I
Now, do I
respect
think he's the GOAT? People done made, I ain't gonna front. Former players made the case for Joe Montana, man. So now I'm split. I'm split. But yeah, I still love Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. I still love Drew Brees. I love those guys.
Yeah, nah, Bob. I've been watching a lot of Patriots games this year. Watching Drake May, excuse
Drake
me.
made, yes. There you
And
go.
and the coach. You know what I mean? I respect the coach. I liked it when he was playing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I
Vrabel.
give him the,
Yeah.
yeah, and I like him when he was coaching Tennessee, the Texans, and
No, I didn't like when he coached Tennessee.
I also like I like what he was doing, trying to do over there. He didn't have no
Yeah,
budget over
yeah,
there.
yeah. He
You know what
wasn't
I mean?
appreciated.
Yeah. So now he got a budget with the Patriots. I do think that he's showing what he can. And like Frank just said, the defense that they got over there, they under the radar, but they make plays. They stop. They make
Yeah,
stops when
yeah,
needed. You know
their
what I mean?
defense. But see, I'm gonna have to see that. I guess next week. I don't want to be a hater because I'm not. But you really ain't like. Look who the running back was for the Texans. You really didn't. You didn't stop. No, like these nobody. There's no Nico Collins. There's no Tank Dell. Then they
Yeah,
lost
but
Dalton Schultz.
they've
I mean, he really
actually
didn't have nobody to throw to. I'm not taking nothing away from the Patriots because their defense,
nah, that
that pressure
defense
was
has
that
been
pressure was
solid all
on point.
year.
Yeah.
That
Facts all
defense
year.
been solid all year. So eh,
I mean, but the Texas defense, I mean, I don't want to sound how you call that shit. I don't want to be biased because
You
now
are
I'm trying to
biased.
speak analytically. No,
Cause
I'm speaking analytically. I'm really speaking analytically. The Texans defense is what kept this game that close.
they kept
If you
them.
watch the game,
They kept them
they kept
in
the
close
game
for the last
close.
2 weeks. You know what I mean? 'Cause last week, I don't know. CJ Stroud get inside the playoffs and he act like he a turnover machine all of a sudden. You know what I mean? I don't know if you watched the two games from yet today and yes last week. You be like, what is he doing? Like he wasn't making even with the plays that he don't have. You know what I mean? He was making do with what he just had in front of him, and this playoff series, these last two games look like he was under pressure. Like he had money against himself. To be honest with you, that's how I saw it.
Yo, I ain't want to say nothing like that. You know what I mean? I
that,
ain't want
that,
to
that,
go there at
that's how I
all.
saw it since last week when I told you that last
But
week when I was
but
like, what your man doing?
yo, but this week, bro, looking at 4 turnovers is like, oh, so three wasn't enough for y'all to beat us? So 3 turnovers wasn't enough for y'all to beat us. All right, here's the fourth one, man. What's up?
Cause
Like, what's good, Joe?
he forgot how to throw. It seemed like, or if you like, I just heard you say the players that wasn't there. If we gonna judge that the players wasn't there, that means the players that wasn't there make him way better than what he is.
he
It's
might
not
not just
even that. Go
he
ahead,
might
Frank.
not just be a pressure quarterback. He might, some
Yeah,
players the
that's
pressure
what I don't
amps
think
up
he
and
is.
they get nervous, they get jittery, and
Yeah, I don't think
you
he a
know,
pressure quarterback. I don't see that. He remind me of Justin Fields, bro. Like what he was doing, like the deer
Yo,
headlights type of thing, bro.
oh, y'all just gonna line up Ohio State quarterbacks. It's all right. I ain't even gonna be. You know what? Let me cam up right now to let people know what it is, man.
you know he.
Because this is yo. I made sure. Hold on. I'm trying to let my man get
What
his
up,
what's
CeeLo?
ups on. But nah, be hold up. Where's that? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be. I don't care. I do care. I do care. Let me not lie. I don't want to lie. I do care. And CJ Stroud, he didn't I mean, I'm trying to give him grace because he didn't have anybody really to throw to. Like he didn't have his guys. And then you lose the one guy who was your
Yeah,
consistent with the 82 catches throughout the season, Dalton Schultz. And it's like, who is he throwing to? And I mean, he tried to make it work, but it's like he did look like a deer in the headlights. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he didn't. He did look, and it's like, do we blame the line? Was it all CJ, or did the line fail?
no, I think
And
it
then
was
you
him.
had drop passes, so many drop passes now. If you watch the game, you've seen some of them drop passes that CJ Stroud needed to not only get yards, but to build confidence going forward. But he did throw 2 passes that were just stupid, and they both got picked off.
I don't know, bro. That like I said, I was watching some Texans from the last couple of weeks, maybe like 4 weeks. I've been in and out for their games. You know what I mean? But majority I watched it last week, and it just looked weird how he was playing, and he had everybody last week. You know what I mean? Not everybody, but he had Collins last week and he had Schultz last week, but he was still
Yeah,
looking like he. I just think it could be the pressure. It could
He
be
he
he could
actually
be that
had
he's
his
not a pressure quarterback.
he had his complete game plan last week. I get it. You got to tweak some stuff this week, but he had everything as per the regular season last week, and even then he looked shaky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
But
he did. He did.
and not even like as the offense. I just think maybe that like you also it comes down to coaching as well too. Not saying the coach played a bigger factor in it, but you have to know when to slow the game down. When like what you just said, throw them little screens, throw them little slants, so you get your confidence inside your quarterback. You know what I mean? So that way he able to stay in the pocket a little bit longer, or he's able to make better decisions back there. You know what I mean? So I think that also coaching has some a little to do with it the last 2 weeks. And then look at his stats. The stats is horrible. When it comes down
Yeah.
to the game, 0-6, you know what I mean? Like 0-7 now with being a top game on the line type of thing. So I gotta agree with Frank. Like maybe that situation of him being under pressure or asking for too much of him may not be his style of play.
Now, all right. Now, okay, that makes
Hold on,
sense. I'm
Uncle
not
Jackie.
gonna
Let me
take
just.
that
I
away.
don't mean to cut you off, Jackie. If you
Go
wanna,
ahead.
I see you camming up. The StreamYard thing is covering your cam. So if you want anybody to see you, you know what I mean, your ugly self, then you just gotta move. You know what I mean, something around, pause, or move the
Uh,
configuration of
I saw
how.
the I saw the stream yard. It's okay. It's been a while
All
since
right,
I
cool,
camped though.
cool. Look like you trying to
Hold
hide
on.
your face.
I'm
There we
about to
go.
say, I'm
Look
about
like
to
he
say you
trying to
could
look.
move me, but you got me full screen now. Okay,
Looks like he trying to hide his eyes. The one
yo,
the
nah, dude.
AI to get him.
I've been dressed to go to the
Nah,
gym since 11 o'clock. I still haven't made it.
It's snowing out there,
yo.
right?
Now, hold up. If I can remember what was your last statement, Doc? He's not a pressure quarterback.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
listen. Now peep this though. Every year CJ Stroud has been to the playoffs, he's lost a weapon or two. And this year, three.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Every year, bro. Every year he go when he was the closest, and I think was that last year? No, 2 years ago. He was the closest to going as he's been in his career to going to the Super Bowl. He loses Nico Collins, then he loses Tank Dell. Last year, who does he lose? Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs. Who does he lose this year? Yo, he just always losing a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Have,
I don't agree,
but
Frank.
by the same token, and I'm gonna name three quarterbacks, two of who I can't stand.
Josh Allen, one of them.
Yes.
One, him.
Okay.
We going
Purdy.
now.
I love you
I'm
guys.
even
I love you
going.
guys. 'Cause we
I'm
talking some
even
real shit here.
going.
Go ahead.
I'm even going past his prime right now. Rodgers and previously Brady. Them three quarterbacks have lost receivers, running backs, offensive linemen, and in the playoffs, they managed to make somebody else look like a superstar.
Hmm. Hmm. But okay, with Brady, they had personnel which it was slot. They had a slot receiver. You know what I mean?
They
That
did, they
slot
did.
receiver does play a lot, and a tight end. You know what I mean?
But
Nah, but I'm just thinking
he
about the
also had the
names you just
confidence.
said.
He actually had the confidence to go to that
Yeah,
receiver.
fact. That's true too. That's
Their
true. I
quarterback
agree with you. I agree
Stroud
with you.
being one, when you put a new quarterback a new receiver in front of him, it takes him forever to get that first pass off to that receiver. Some of these other the three quarterbacks I just mentioned, Rodgers, who I can't stand, Brady, who I hated, you'd get the
I
first
like.
pass. You gonna help
Hmm.
or you not?
Hmm.
Yeah, he will throw to some unorthodox. They
And
both would throw to some unorthodox dude and see if they're ready for the big
And,
moments.
and look at the Bills. They just run wide receivers in and out.
yeah.
Yeah, the Bills have no number one, no legit number one. They have two good tight ends, Dalton Knox
But
and
they got a quarterback who sees the break and gets the ball to you before anybody else takes you out.
Hmm.
that's why I like Josh Allen. That's why it hurt me when he
I
got
don't like him.
cheated yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
That
But
was a catch. If
But it
y'all
was,
don't know, that was a catch.
That
And
ball
just
was
to
a little
let
loose.
everybody
but
know,
but
it's 7-7. It's 7-7. Rams and Chicago is tied.
all right. But to go back to C.J. Stroud and saying his
Go
weapons,
ahead, yeah.
we just named the quarterbacks that did something with
But
nobody.
listen to who
So
y'all
so
named, bro.
but these guys was doing. Josh Allen was doing it with he had Stephon Diggs over there. He didn't, I'm not Jefferson over there. He didn't like the dude. You know what I mean? Like they couldn't get along. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Stephon was it Stephon
Stephon
Diggs, right?
Diggs, and yeah, they didn't get
Yeah, they
along.
couldn't get along, you know what I mean? And the same thing with AJ Brown and Hurts, you know what I mean? Like if you and your quarterback wide receiver, number one is not on the same page, or if he want more balls than what you're doing with him, then it's gonna be an issue because you're not getting him what he wants. But to go back with CJ Stroud, that he has to make someone shine inside that locker room, and maybe the personnel ain't there, maybe they need to go a little bit more. But what are they spending their money on? Where's that money going? They made the playoff 5 years. It's like, come on, you got to get some revenue going, and you got to spend it somewhere.
I don't think it's the. I think it's just the guys that are just falling out. I don't know. I mean, if nobody gets injured 2 years ago, we might be talking about a Super Bowl champion, a C.J. Stroud, or possibly a Super Bowl loser. But CJ Stroud just keeps losing players every year. He's losing player to injury, and his injury where they're not out 2 or 3 quarters, or they're not out to where they can come back next game. They are done for the year.
You better start getting 60 yards a game than rushing.
And that
He'll be
that
done
that
for
my
the year.
Desi Jazz was good, bro.
I said
Now
he'll be done
there,
for the year, man.
and then I think their running back was done for the year. Who was their running back? Oh man, they had a good running back from
Milton,
he was on
Joe
the
Mixon,
Bengals.
Mixon.
Joe Mixon. He's done. They
He's
had
done too.
nothing.
He did, yeah.
I don't know why they don't mess with Nick Chubb. They got him like the third string if Mixon is there, second string with him out. Third string, that's just crazy for Nick
But
Chubb.
Chubb, no, but Chubb, if you was watching the game, Chubb wasn't doing shit this whole fucking especially the second half of the year. And Marks, he ended up getting injured like 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, and just recently coming back from an injury. But Marks was trying to do his thing, you know what I mean? And he was showing promise, and he had fresh legs. I think that's why they were using him.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I want CJ Stroud to have a year where everybody's there because his defense is second to none.
My muscles
His
is tight.
offense is great when they're all there.
Oh, I see the
Like
picture.
what he had, 8 interceptions all year until today.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just come on now. Like everybody's gone. Like and them backups, they don't fit the bill. Like at least if he had Tank Dell, a guy who's gonna keep a drive going on third down, second down. He's a deep threat. Shit, Nico Collins is everything. Like they just not there. Your third receiver became your number one option.
Okay, okay, but let's
And
be
that's
for
only
real.
good in Madden.
So
That's
let's
only
be
good in
for real.
Madden, bro.
Let's be for real. The GM, that means the GM and the coach ain't doing what they're supposed to do then. Because if you know Nico Collins is getting hurt every year, then why not have someone be a second wide? You know what I mean, like it's not making sense in my opinion. Or if I was a real fan of them, I'd be upset.
I mean, you know what they didn't do? They didn't replace Stephon Diggs. Because last year, Nico Collins, Dell, and Diggs, that is awesome for any quarterback. Doesn't matter who you are. And shit, Diggs got injured, and I believe Dell got injured last year.
But
And that shit carried over to this year.
was Diggs on it this year or 2 years Diggs been away?
No, Diggs was there last year.
Yeah.
Diggs was a Texan last year. And he got signed by the Patriots this year because he got hurt last year. Okay. 7-7 in the second quarter, 13:50 left. Bears and Rams.
Yeah, he just threw a crazy floater that was near no one and bounced off the snow.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
maybe they should have got into
it's
that cold weather
shitty
sooner.
weather. It's definitely shitty weather this week for the four teams that are playing today. It's definitely been yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
hate playing in
they
weather.
practiced their whole week at home,
Yeah,
and
that was kind of
I think they
dumb.
should have been here at least for one day to get them used to that. Because I live here in New York, and trust me, there's days I go outside and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
you be like, what the hell? This is
yeah,
different.
and I'm used to this.
Oh, I already know. Because it was 27 down here. And I was sitting there like, whoa, okay now. Okay. We're not playing. Thank goodness the Falcons wasn't playing because they probably wouldn't be able to make it. But let's speak on let's move the top. Hold up. Who played yesterday? Yo, the Bills, right? Did y'all feel that they got cheated? Because I
I
felt like
think
they got cheated, at least with
I
that pass to Brandon Cooks.
yeah, I
I
think
don't
that
know.
pass.
I think that ball was a little loose.
I think Brandon Cook. Hold up, I might have the hold on, I might have the little proof. Because when I saw it, I said, "Holy
I
shit, bro!"
yeah, I thought he was down by contact. I watched that a
Yeah,
few
he
times,
was
and I
down
thought
by contact,
I
bro. He
thought he was
came
down by
down with that
contact.
ball. That
And
was like,
it
whoa.
even if like it wasn't it wasn't no fighting in between till he hit the ground at that for that ball.
Yeah, and then dude snatched the ball from here.
Yeah.
I'm about to hold on. Let me cut the lights off and make it romantic in here.
And make
Uh,
your screen the full screen. So
I
if you
got
want
you.
people to see it, yeah.
Miss Brenton was good. Desi
What's up, Miss
Dez, my
Brenton?
G, was popping.
Don't mind me,
Hold
y'all.
up.
I'm
All
eating
right.
some Twix right now.
Wait, just put yourself, just turn your mic off.
I'm gonna crunch all through y'all fucking video.
All right, there we go. And layout, solo. And let me know what y'all think, people.
That's what I think. A little blunt.
Look, that he already came down with the ball. They gonna show it. This video is wild. He got the ball down.
The catch. He took the ball away from him after he already had the ball. On the road, that's when he took the ball. This should have been a catch.
That's a catch. Knees it down. And then he took the ball. That was a catch.
And yes, we
In
lost, so
my
I'm going
opinion,
back to look at this play.
that was the
Very in
equivalent
detail.
That was a catch.
that was the
I'm going to
ground
blame the
causing the
refs.
fumble.
This was a catch. He took the ball out of his hands.
I don't even think it was a fumble. He caught the ball and
No,
dude took it out.
I said that was my equivalent of the ground causing the fumble.
I
The
don't
ground
Oh
causing the
yeah.
interception.
Boom, he's down, and then dude's momentum and his
Hmm.
body weight just it took the ball. Like,
And
but Brandon Cooks was down.
the impact of the ground gave the momentum to the defender to come out with that ball because it was
family.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. And yeah, the
Oh,
Bills
grandma.
got robbed, bro. The Bills got robbed. And F grandma.
I mean, but if we say NFL is scripted, I seen some shit today that had me scratching my head. The Buffalo Bill is named after Wild Buffalo Bill, right? That's supposed to be the name of the team that Buffalo's after named after. Buffalo Bill died in Denver, died in Colorado, January 10th, some whatever year. Listen to bullshit. I just seen this, like I said, I just seen this conspiracy thing on Instagram. Now that he got killed by somebody from Wyoming. No, somebody from Wyoming did something. Josh Allen from Wyoming.
Man, are you really trying to put together a conspiracy theory?
Bro, I'm not putting it together. I'm just reporting what I read and what I seen, bro. They trying to put it together.
Because when I heard the
I didn't send
Wyoming,
it
I'm
to
like
you.
Josh
I didn't
Allen's
send it
from
to you, bro.
Wyoming.
I didn't send it to you, bro. I didn't send you that conspiracy shit on Instagram. I seen it
You
earlier,
might,
bro.
man.
Like,
I don't
wow.
do Instagram as much as I do just the book, but I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to start
yeah.
looking.
Yo, bro, I seen that. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, if I knew that, you know what I mean? Because they're saying everything is Freemasons and all that stuff like that. So they were just trying to put I guess, a spell on us so we get thinking like that. And I mean, I don't know. I just seen it. And I'm just
Yeah, I
reporting it,
mean,
bro.
certain
It's like
stuff is like, hey,
that
yo.
one right there wasn't my opinion. That was just reporting. Okay, sir.
No, I mean it's all good. I mean, whatever get the people chatting and talking.
But you know what's crazy about Instagram? This is just my problem with Instagram. You may see a post that you may see, right? And if you go back and try to find that same post after you refresh that page or whatever,
You
you're
never
not
see
gonna
it again.
find that. You would never see it again, bro. Never.
That's
You
Facebook too. That's Facebook too.
and you could go to that person page that you seen it on and look through the photos and the play sign and all that. You would never see that shit again, bro. I'm like, what? Had me scratching my head, bro. Pause.
Yo, that's Facebook too. Like dead ass serious, bro. That is definitely Facebook too. You sit there, you press the go back or do whatever, you done.
Yeah, you done. You ain't never getting back, even by
You
putting
ain't
yourself
getting
there.
back to see unless you know the exact words to get to that video, your ass is grass.
That's true. That's true. What's next on the agenda?
Uh 49ers, I do want to touch on pause. The 49ers and who played last night? Sheesh.
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
What's your take on
I told you something was real, Doc. I told you.
what?
Quarterback for the Seahawks.
What? He was 12 for
Darnold.
17. He was 12 for 17 with no yards, bro. 127 yards. What did he do,
Bro, he got an oblique injury.
bro? Bro,
Yeah,
bro,
he's done.
bro, bro, bro. What did he
Oblique
do?
injury.
He didn't do anything. What happened
Threw a
was.
touchdown
What
to
happened
Jackson
was.
Smith and Jigba.
What happened was. Y'all dude, the Brock, whatever his name is, on the 49ers quarterback. Y'all,
Purdy. I went for the 49ers.
y'all
That's what I
love
went
that dude.
for.
Y'all love that dude, Mr.
I
Irrelevant. He
do.
was Mr. Irrelevant for no reason. He's a garbage quarterback.
Nah, he's a good
Garbage.
game manager. He's a good
No,
game
okay.
manager.
Now,
He's
okay,
not a garbage
now,
quarterback,
okay.
bro.
Maybe he is a good game manager. Maybe he is. Maybe I give him that because Kyle Shanahan over there. You know what I mean? But nah, bro. Look what he was doing with Mac Jones over there. Mac Jones was eating the game over there, bro. Before he came back from his injury, I said that was gonna be their floor of that team. They just bring him back to
But
party for no
Brock
reason,
Purdy
bro.
did well when he came back from his injury, though. He didn't do bad. He did well.
He
He had
didn't.
one bad game,
But
but he did
but
well overall.
Mac Jones was doing his thing. Mac Jones was having a career year over there, in my opinion.
Anything Mac Jones did with him starting would have been a career year because he was over there under Belichick. And like I was telling you yesterday, Belichick didn't nothing, nothing. Belichick probably set Mac Jones back like 2 or 3 years.
I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm just saying Belichick ain't the same dude. He over there coaching North Carolina. Ain't nobody thought he'd be coaching North Carolina. So
No, I mean, he trying to get his grace back. That was probably an ego thing. I won in the NFL. Can I win in NCAA? Can I take a North Carolina? I ain't saying North Carolina's trash because once Hakeem Nicks, like when Hakeem Nicks, all of that, they've been relevant since then. So, and that's been a while. So I ain't saying nothing wrong about North Carolina, but can I take an ACC team and can I run through everybody else? And he didn't.
yeah,
He didn't.
yeah. I just think we people giving Brock Purdy too much credit, and I think to me, my personal opinion, he's trash. Gameplay,
Man, he's the best thing
maybe he's a
since.
good maybe he's a good game manager. Like I don't pay attention to that when I'm looking at quarterbacks. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
But
I
he's
don't
the
The
watch
thing
best,
him.
with
next best thing since Garcia.
I'm I'm not a Purdy fan, but at the same time,
I like Purdy. I
Purdy's
ain't
you
gonna
can
lie.
good.
count on him to make that short 5 yard pass that's going to keep your play going, as opposed, throwing that deep risky pass, which he shouldn't. Like, he manages the play calling well. You
What's
tell
good,
him what to
Rosie?
do, and he does it.
Yeah, but well, I'm not going to deny that right there. But if you got personnels like Greg
Royalty was good.
Kittles, and McCaffrey coming out the backfield, yeah,
That's what I
your
mean.
catches,
It's easier.
your percentage is going to yes, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's going to be easier. Your stats going to be a little bit better than looking than anybody else that don't have that personnel.
No, I
It,
mean
it'll,
I get what you're
it'll
saying.
look. It'll look like he threw for 200 yards. He threw for 80. The receivers and his running backs took care of the rest of that number.
Facts,
But
facts.
the quarterbacks will get that will
Mm,
be the quarterback's number at the end of the game. He threw for 200 yards, but he managed it and he gets it where it's supposed to be. I'm not a
mm.
fan, but you know,
You wouldn't mind him on the Jets.
I have to deal with Fields all year. I would have taken Purdy.
That's why I said what you saying, bro.
See,
I would have taken one of the Giants when we had Dave Brown, but that's not his name.
Dave Brown. Yo, disrespectful. Brock Purdy is not a bum.
No, I was talking about our other quarterback we just had. That was a bum.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I just took Brock Purdy over Daniel Jones too.
I would.
Brock Purdy's
Hey,
not
well,
bad, man. He's the best thing
Jones
the
was looking
49ers
like
had since Jeff Garcia,
Jones.
I think.
Jones was looking like a Hall of Famer over there with the Colts. So it might have been your coaching.
Yeah.
That has his butt.
Coaching,
He started
offensive line
losing
as
at the end
well.
of the season.
You start making
Royalty
the
was
same
good,
stupid
bro.
mistakes.
If you want to join, let me know. It's no problem.
He started making the same stupid mistakes he was making with the
Yeah, he was
Giants.
doing
He
with the
was
Giants.
horrible.
He started doing the same dumb shit. So it made me feel good. And then he destroyed his knee or Achilles or whatever. And it's like, all right, cool. Because I'll be damned if I watch you perform better with Indianapolis than you
By the
did with
way,
a team that drafted you for no reason.
by the way, uh, this is gonna go even before preseason. We were having a discussion. You had the
Here
other
we go.
the other older man who was also on the feed with us, and I came out and said, I think the Giants got the better quarterback in that draft, and I think Dart is gonna be. I think he's gonna be a problem if he don't unless he doesn't learn how to run. But I think if they can tame him, he's definitely the best quarterback that came out that draft.
Well, it may not be running no more. It could just be him getting hit. You know what I mean? He get hit in the wrong way. And that's gonna be just standing in
Yeah,
the pocket. You know what I
because
mean?
because Dart week 3, he's trying to get the first down. Like, bro, it's week 3, bro. Chill out. Chill out, bro. Chill. I get it, but chill. Like, I like Jackson Dart though. He's our quarterback. And I'm glad that we have
And I hated having to give the
Harbaugh.
Giants any credit, but yeah,
Yeah, bro. I mean, Jackson Dart was a great pickup. That's why it's like I'm glad we didn't sit there and get the first pick because I'm like, if y'all get Mendoza, it's like that'd be dumb. But we talking about Jackson Dart now, and it's like, yeah, Harbaugh has a better passer, less of a runner, but a better passer with Jackson Dart when you compare him to Lamar Jackson, from what I see. And then it's more weapons. The Giants have more weapons at receiver than Baltimore did, even though they had Zay Flowers and they had Hall of Famer, guarantee Hall of Famer DeAndre Hopkins. But when you go to the Ravens, to me as a receiver, you're going to try to win a championship because you're not trying to continue gaining stat. You're not stat padding when you go to the
yeah.
Ravens as a wide receiver. And I've been feeling that since they got Lamar Jackson, even though I do like him. But he throws to Zay Flowers and he throws to his tight end. And
But you
that's
gotta
it.
rem- but you gotta remember that they taught him how to throw. You know what I mean? Not saying that he wasn't a thrower before, but they taught him how to be a pocket quarterback.
He was a runner.
So with him teaching him
Yeah, I
just
know.
being a pocket quarterback, he was comfortable just throwing it to his checkdowns, which was his tight end. You know what I mean? And then you picked up Zay Flowers as a wide receiver. Then now you got a person that's in the slot. Well, you play outside too, but you can line him up in the slot fast as hell and get him the ball. He's going to get it for you. You know what I mean? And he's going to try to make extra yards after the play. You know what I mean? Not even extra yards, but extra yards. You know what I mean? Because that's the type of
No,
player he's
I
all
like
about right
Zay
now.
Flowers, but it's not like I don't mean to cut you off, brother. I
No, you
apologize.
good. We good. We good.
I like Zay Flowers, bro, but it's not like Zay Flowers is 6'2", 6'3", 215. Zay Flowers is like 5'9", 180, 190 pounds. He's a little guy. And yes, he does his thing. But just imagine being able to sit there like Zay. This is you right here. X, Y, Z. You're the Z all day. Your eyes Hakeem all day. But you don't have the quarterback to make him Oz Hakeem, so you can sit there and draft or utilize dudes like DeAndre Hopkins.
Because he did
It's
get
like, come
utilized.
on, bro. Like, I like Lamar. Yo, I've been watching Lamar Jackson since he was in high school and he got picked up. I don't mean picked up. He got the scholarship from Louisville. And I sat there. The first thing I thought was, God damn, this guy is skinny as hell. But in Louisville, he did his thing. He made it work. But he has not gotten better from what he was in Louisville. He's done his thing in the NFL because look who he landed with. John Harbaugh, the Ravens, that awesome-ass defense, and then an offense that was fucking circled around. You got Todd Heap, and you had Steve Smith. It was still only two people they were throwing the ball to when
they had the
when he got
line
there.
Well. Their whole offensive line and defense was well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was good. They had a good offensive line, so it was easier. Now, when you got Jackson Dart, he's going to throw to Malik Neighbors, who's a bigger target. But now let's just say we just going to go with whatever we had last year. We don't give a shit about what's going to happen in the future. We're not worried about that. But imagine you got John Harbaugh on our sidelines. We got Malik Neighbors as the X, and our Y is Isaiah Hodgins, and our Z, which would be Wandale Robinson.
But you can't say that. Well, I'm not going to say that because you see when Dart came back, what he did, he took Hodgins. Hodgins was doing his thing for the fucking 2-3 weeks that Dart was out.
Dart because we was using what's the name.
Dart went right back to where he was comfortable with. This is what I said. But quarterbacks go back to their
Wandale Robinson.
He went, and not even Robinson. He was going back to Slayton a lot. Slayton was dropping the fucking ball all the time. You know what I mean? So
I like Darius Slayton, so I'm not gonna entertain that. Go
ahead.
Entertain
that. You better talk the truth. You better do analytic.
You are talking the truth, but I don't have to entertain it.
Yeah, no, we're gonna put you on mute, bro. We're gonna put you on mute. Keep you on mute, bro. Too much like somebody that dropping the balls. You know what I mean?
But I ain't gonna front. He did drop a lot, but I like Darius Slayton because he's withstood the test of time.
Frank did call it last year about Dart. We getting a better quarterback out of the situation. But everybody, Frank, want to know about, you know what I mean? What was your grade on Shedeur Sanders, bro?
I think you were wrong about Shedeur, Frank.
Nope,
I'm
still 10 toes down on what I said. Shedeur is literally exactly what I said. Bunch of short passes. It's his teammates that rip those open. If you look closely, if you take out that 140-yard pass in one game, he barely had any yardage. You take out the 60-yard touchdown, one lucky pass, he barely had any yardage.
But Frank, give him a supportive coach. Give him a supportive coach, Frank.
And in the sample size he got, he didn't have the whole season. I said he wasn't going to start. He's like bottom 3 in terms of all numbers involved. Like I'm telling you,
but he had no support.
He's going to be Justin Fields. He's going to be, who said they didn't like Purdy? You? He's going to be Purdy, and I don't think he can manage the game as well as Purdy.
Ouch.
Now Stan Purdy what's the
only thing I will say about Shedeur is sometimes it's not talent, sometimes it's hope. The team looked a little livelier when he was out there. I will say that.
Yes.
I will say that.
Shout out to his fullback, yo. I'm mad I forgot his name, but his fullback, that backfield, his running back and fullback, all rookies, and they all did their thing, bro. And just imagine if Shedeur would have had that support of a coach who wanted him to succeed.
It's crazy. I have to remind you, I said Dart was the better quarterback, but I remember the Shedeur nonsense.
No, because I ain't gonna front. I did like Shedeur. I took what you said into because we took what you said into you know what I mean, we stored that shit like, all right, we're gonna see. We all we could do is see because he did go to Colorado. It's not like Colorado was in the SEC. That shit was in the fucking big Pac-12. That shit's Pac-12, whatever. Trash to me. And it's like, but when you see him, like when you look at him live, it's like this dude actually kind of does know what he's doing. That's what I saw, brother. I saw a dude
He's
that
gonna
looked
get a
like
full
if he
camp.
had support, he knew what he was doing.
He's gonna get a full camp, and he's gonna
Yeah.
be an average quarterback at best. Let's remember this comment next year.
No, no, we definitely gonna remember.
No, well, we gonna do a review at the beginning of next year too. But I wanted this show because I was like, I gotta go to Frank. Tell Frank, go, what's going on? What are you doing about Shador? Shador was doing his thing.
Yo,
Now
I
I do
literally,
agree. I do agree on certain things that he need more. He need more training. He need more coaching. You know what I mean? He
He
didn't
didn't
have the
have any
support of the
support.
team, especially at the beginning, and even towards the end. The only reason why he got support because the team rallied around behind him. You know what I mean? That's how come Kevin Stefanski got fired. They lost
Wait,
Scott.
hold
You know what I
on. Wait,
mean?
real quick, bro. And real quick, just let me know if it makes sense. Think about his running back and think about his fullback. If you got the support of your fucking backfield, everybody has to come around, bro. They have to, because number one, anything with
Mm-hmm.
back in it, we play football, bro. Anything with back in it, y'all are in meetings together.
Facts.
Anything with back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the wide receivers and tight ends are in meetings together. So if everybody with a back in their position is sitting there like, yo, nah. Because that kid it's start Fenario for that tight, that fullback, bro. He was
Fabian
just as
Jr.
good as
Yeah, he was. He was.
he was
He
good.
was. He
And the
was.
running back, the little rookie running back, he was
Yep.
good.
They
All
both. They
three
all
of them
was.
could be a future together. They
Yep.
have a
but
future.
see, but the thing is, the play calling for him when they finally got him in is exactly what his dad had for him in college. The short dump. Let the other athlete take care of it. I'm telling you. If
Yeah,
you take out
but
the
if you
occasional deep throw he made, he had no yardage at
but
all.
if you ain't got no number one to throw to, or your number one is criticizing you in the
It
media,
was
y'all bumping head, Jordy, whatever his name
Jerry
was.
Judy. Yeah, Jerry
Yeah,
Judy's not
like
a real number one. He's a number
and
two.
then and then like they was bumping heads from the beginning when Shador got in there. So once that happened, Shador tried to take the bigger, to be the bigger man behind it. But at the end of the day, it showed the game. It showed in the play. But what I wanted to say, when Shador first got in there, he didn't have the camaraderie of the team wasn't behind him. I seen him get hit, and nobody came to pick up the quarterback, bro. Usually
I
see
did see that too.
you see a lineman go up to him like you see a running back, but nobody went up to him and picked the dude up. I
It was
was
like
like,
the team was
But
wow.
poisoned against them. It
no,
was like
no.
the team was poisoned against them.
Actually, it is not just that. Remember, Shador came in with his own jersey line, with his own sneakers. Like at some point, you got to humble yourself a little when you're on the other
But
dude.
but
So
I
that's why
agree with you, but I
that's what
don't
I'm saying.
agree
By
with
the
you
end
because
of the
look what
year,
Celeb Williams did. Look what this dude did in Chicago Bears. He had his NIL said, "I want the ownership of the Bears.
yeah.
Like you got to
So
give me stakes inside the company. Like, come on, like I understand what you're saying, but it's
so,
a different ball game that
but
that
by the
that we that we
see, but
don't
the thing is,
Yeah,
by the end of the year, it looked like he got into the good graces of his team and it showed. That's what I'm saying. Now he's coming up. He's gonna have a full training camp,
but
and we're
I don't.
gonna see exactly how average he is.
I don't also think the team. I also think that if the head of your team is not showing no love, the team is not going to show no love. Regardless, they have their own feelings about it, but the camaraderie of the locker room is going to be brotherhood, regardless. You know what I mean? No matter next man up, that's the attitude that you're supposed to have in that locker room. But I just think that he didn't have that support. So you're gonna have people taking sides. You know what I mean? You're gonna have people taking the head coach side or the defensive side. Like so you have that breakup in them. And once they seen that he wasn't all that what they said he was and he could lead the team, then that's where the brotherhood came in that form, you know what I mean? And remember, he wasn't even with the first or
Hit that
second
like
string,
button, y'all. Hit that like button.
first or second string team, you know what I mean? He was with the third string. I heard he was playing with the trainers there and the janitors, you know what I
No, he
mean?
was the scout. He was the scout quarterback.
Yeah,
He
Damn.
ain't
yeah,
have,
but
he ain't have no starters. He had no starters and no backups to throw to. He was literally helping the defense scout the next week's quarterback out.
yeah.
Yeah, that's you talking about Shador, right?
Yeah,
That's a fact. He had no support, nothing, nothing.
he was
That's
trash
why I think
anyway.
I like him because I'm a Mets fan, bro. Let's be for real. I like underdogs, bro.
That sounds
Like,
so bad, bro. Come on, I'm
I
a
mean,
Mets
it
fan.
do, but
But
I
I
mean, we're
understand.
underdogs, bro. Y'all
Both
both are
ways.
Mets fans too. That's the other. That's why I said what I said, because y'all are both Met fans. Y'all know what it's like to be the underdog. Y'all know what it's like to be disrespected. And I mean, it's just I like Rocky, man. I'm gonna sit there and say that y'all should understand that. I love Rocky Balboa. I can't help that. That's just a part of me. And Shador Sanders is like he's a he's a lucky club fighter, and he ain't got no chance. And I think he does
Tomato
have a
can.
chance.
The
Huh?
tomato can.
And I just I support Shador Sanders. I watched him play his senior year or junior year, whatever this last year before he got drafted. I watched him. And yeah, he left some things to be desired, but he was good in the games he was good in.
We're gonna see next year.
Yeah, next year definitely we're gonna see next year. I'm gonna be pulling for Shador Sanders next year, but I'm not gonna really be paying attention because we got
Oh, I'll
John
remind you.
Harbaugh over here.
I will remind you.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I probably do the 16 minutes, go on YouTube, 16 minutes, see what he did. But I'm hoping we gotta see what kind of coach he gets now. Shit, we need his damn daddy. What if his daddy comes out and says, "Hey, I'll coach the Browns for $1 million a year"?
He will probably lose the locker room halfway through the season. College is
You
one
know
thing.
what? I'm
You
gonna
got
make a
no
joke
choice.
about it. He gonna lose the
College,
locker room because he gonna look for dudes that got both parents on their team, on his team.
yeah, college is different. It don't matter who your coach is. If you took that scholarship, they own you. And in the pros, these players are all gonna be making more money than him. He's not gonna just walk in there, set up a game plan for his son, and be barking at everybody else if they drop the ball.
I
That
mean,
that
You're
that
about to
combo
get
will not
traded, son. You're about to
that
get traded, son.
that combo won't work in the pros. Huh?
it might not. But what if it did? No, we're not gonna do what ifs. We're not gonna play that game. We're not
It
gonna
won't
play
work.
that
That
game.
won't work in the NFL.
But I do want to say this, since what do you think about your Jets next year? What do you think needs to happen?
So
L, feel
state.
free to
So,
speak because you know you love them too. But
so here's
go ahead.
here's the state of affairs with New York. As soon as we locked in on the second pick, quarterback decides he's going back to college. That tells you everything we
Yo,
need to
that was
know.
funny.
That tells you everything we need to know about the Jets right now. The culture is so bad that we're, we're gonna have to overpay to bring anybody in, and
But who's out there for y'all to pick up?
nobody.
Yeah.
That
You
then we're
think
gonna have to overpay.
do you think Aaron Glenn is that dude?
I think he can be. He didn't lose the team.
You
They
know,
all,
he
Yeah, he
didn't.
didn't
He
lose the
didn't. He
the,
team.
didn't lose the team,
He
but
did not lose the team.
they were all up front. It wasn't the coaching, it was us. But
And I mean,
who's
they
out
did they
there?
did a lot of changing like mid-season, like what?
And
Not mid-season, but while the season was going
yeah,
on, they did a
but
lot
who's
of
out
shit.
there? We literally are locked in at another 26 mil for what's his face Fields. I don't see him changing from what he was.
yeah, I'm done with Fields. I gave him all the fucking leash I can give that
I
dude.
might have to be too. I might have to be
I
too.
had to cut that leash. Let him
But
be
I
a
will
stray
say
dog,
this,
bro.
Justin, when you were with the Bears, bro, and they let you go, you did get a raw fucking deal. When they got rid of you for Caleb Williams, you did get a raw deal. Because by now, if you'd have stayed where you were, your relationship with Moore would have been even better. And
Maybe not.
yeah,
If you can't make the passes, no, maybe not, bro. I don't
nah,
know.
but he was improving with the Bears, bro. He was showing that.
I was
Listen,
liking Fields when he was big, but they kept on they switched him in and out, and that's where his confidence got
I
got
don't know if he
taken
yeah,
knows
out.
how. I don't know if he knows how to check his check downs. He's so busy trying to get that 20, 30-yard pass that by the time he realizes I only got a 5-yarder in it, the defense is caved in on every receiver up front, and he still tries to force it in.
Was the
And
Jets line really that good this
all
year,
right,
though?
I was just about to get there. They're making a big deal about this is the first Jet line in years that completed the whole season together. So what? They sucked.
Okay. Okay.
We
That's why
had
I
a
can't give up on Justin Fields, man. It's
we
not
had
the
a
Ohio
piss
State thing,
we got a piss
but
poor line, but we
I can't give
bragging
up
about
on them.
they played the whole year together.
And they did not grow. At least with the Giants, the Giants' offensive line was a lot better, and it had 3 quarterbacks. It went through 3 fucking quarterbacks.
You know
And
how
it's not, I want what's the name to know this. Russell Wilson, I was kind of happy. It was stupid that they picked you up because we already had homeboy, Jabul. But it's time to retire, bro. You look like Dennis Quaid in what's that movie with Jamie Foxx in them? Al
Nah, he
Pacino.
did not say Dennis Quaid. Okay.
He looked like Dennis, bro. He looked like a deer in the headlights. And at least Dennis Quaid got his shit together when he got to actually play. But this dude, Russell Wilson, looked like a fucking deer in the headlights. Like he was looking to get hit more than he was looking to pass the ball.
Yeah, I think he's punch drunk. I think he's too busy holding on, trying to brace for the hit than he is looking to get that pass
To
out.
throw the ball away.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was looking to get hit. That's what I saw from Russell Wilson this year. And Jameis Winston, once we signed Jameis Winston, I don't think we should have got Russell Wilson. I honestly don't think we should have got him. We didn't need him.
Winston should have been #1, and Dart should
Yes.
have been behind him. And if the season would have went weary, then you put Dart and let Dart get his reps in, and then
I
we'd have
think
been all right.
if Jameis Winston starts the season, I
We
believe we
wouldn't have lost
spoke
our
about this
coach.
too. He starts the season, we win at least 7, 8 games.
Well, I was looking for 10 wins this season, so I don't know.
I mean, it's
With
possible though.
Wilson?
It's possible. It was possible.
Wait, you were looking for
And
10
maybe we
with
still
Wilson?
got Brian
Well,
Daboll
no, not
too.
with Wilson. Before Wilson, we had Winston was our #1. I've seen us in the playoffs, wild card, and
Possibly.
and that's even before the season. You know what I mean? And that's just. But then when I seen Wilson do that 300-yard game, I was like, oh shit, look at this shit right here. Okay. But then, well,
Bro, we got
even that 300-yard game, but I was like, nah, I wasn't with Wilson. No.
Nah, he put
bro.
together a game and a half, and it looked like, oh, this is going to be a good year, and then he
He
kind of
just forgot how to
disappeared.
play football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He just forgot. And it's just like, bro, what the fuck? But hey, let's get to the steak and potatoes. I ain't want to say the M word because that's pause. Let's get to the steak and potatoes. What y'all feel about? Well, I know what you feel, but let Frank, what you feel about Jim Harbaugh going to the Giants? Doc, finish after Frank.
All
Answer
right.
the same.
From a football perspective, when was the last time he got out the first round? It's been a minute. Having
Okay.
said that, I think he's going to bring a level of discipline and, again, hope. And I think that team, if not for at least the first 2 years, it's going to show because for some reason he comes in with the reputation of a winner. Technically,
Yes.
Again, when was the last time he got out the first round? With the Giants, it doesn't matter. The fact is, we're getting to the promised land. Whatever happens after that happens. I think he's going to bring discipline. He's bringing a bunch of his own coaches, so he's going to bring familiarity.
Yes.
It's going to look familiar. It's going to look like this is what it's always been, and he's going to bring a level of excitement and hope to them players that I think it's going to show in the first year or two.
Let me ask you this: you think he's going to have more success with the Giants than he did with the Ravens? Let's just go off of the first 5 seasons because he got a 5-year contract.
I think the Giants don't get the credit they deserve for some of the young talent they have.
Yes.
And I think, especially on the offensive side, and their defense is a little more solid than people give them credit for. I
A
think
little bit. Our cornerbacks not that great.
they're not, but that front line does enough that they don't get exposed out there too much. So I think, again, with
True.
the discipline and everything else that's going to come in with a new regime, I think y'all going to have a good 2 years up front. And that's when the players are gonna fall into a pattern. Either he's full of shit, and I'm sorry, excuse me, and we're just already tired of hearing him scream, or yo, it's been improving for 2 years. That third year that y'all gonna blow up. Like it, I think third year, depending on how the team responds to him, is where y'all really gonna show some explosiveness. I still think, if not this first year, I still think y'all got the playoffs in the second one.
Okay.
But
Nah,
it's gonna come down to how the players respond. You know, sometimes players, if you keep screaming at them and they wake up and it's the same damn record this year that it was last year, all that screaming in one ear out the other. But
Tom Coughlin.
if you get on them and they see that light at the end of the tunnel, and I think with the talent you have offensively, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I can see your team, especially in the first 3 years, showing some real improvement.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Doc. Glad I'll go last.
I mean, my opinion is it's a great pickup. It's a great pick. It was not my first choice, but it's a great pickup compared to who was out there.
So what did you want?
Um, I mean, if my well, Tomlin had to get fired for the person that who I wanted. You know what I mean? But he didn't get fired. He left the organization, so it was compensation for him.
This not no
Just
Black Panther kind of thing, is it?
nah. Just like well, Tom. Yeah, one thing he had not uh he hadn't had a talented quarterback. I mean, even though Rogers is Rogers, you know what I mean? He's a Hall of Famer. He's not young. You know what I mean? He's not scrambling east to west, north and south. You know what I mean? So um, getting a younger quarterback, this is for Tomlin, I'm saying, would have been
I get you. I
a good
get you.
thing.
I'm
You know what I mean?
listening.
Would have been a big, a little bin pause. You know what I mean?
Because we
So
ain't talk about this, so I'm a little surprised right now. We ain't talk about this.
no, but I did mention if Tomlin was the thing, I would have rather Tomlin. I did say that, but I said that it's
You probably
also
did. You probably did. I ain't gonna
it,
say you
it,
didn't.
it was a
But
draft
we
pick
ain't
that
going
we
in
had to
depth.
give up. Yeah, we didn't. We didn't. But again with John, what did he did lose a lot of games this season in the second half.
I don't think
What
that was
kind
his
of
fault.
what kind of adjustments is he doing as a head coach going down the line to wherever you need to go, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and be like, yo, what's going on? You know what I mean? Um, so I don't think that was a question mark in my opinion in my head with that choice. But as far as winning, as far as a winning culture, as far as a stable organization that he's coming from, and as many years as he's been there, that this is going to be somebody that's sturdy, somebody that's a commander in chief in a sense that the guys can
Right.
look up to in the locker room. Um,
Facts.
but I do agree. Like, where did he go? You know, in the playoffs, where is he at in the playoffs? He got wins, you know what I mean, but he also have losses. When was the last big game? He only won one, but that's better than none that the people that we was looking at have. So I do like the pickup, and I do think that the Giants will be a better team next year. We getting players back. McFadden coming back on a defensive end, and we also get a new
He's also
scheme.
a free agent. Be careful. He's a free agent. Be careful.
But but we may get hopefully we get him back because I mean
Yeah.
depending on how he's looking and how his recovery is. But I just see us being a little bit better in a playoff team, caliber team next year.
I believe he's gonna bring something that your last couple of coaches didn't have:
Hmm.
history, and you got to respect whatever he expects out of you, discipline wise, and I think that's gonna show.
And you make sense about it. Give it 2 years. If it don't get no results out of it, then one ear out the other. Like
That's when the
bye.
players will be like, "Yo, you've been screaming at me for 2 years. What's going on here?" That's when it'll
Yo,
be. Your run, your running
now
back, the dude who broke his leg, reminds me of your
Scatable,
tight end. Your tight end from the '90s. Was it the late
Shocky,
'90s?
Shocky,
Shockey,
Shocky.
Shocky.
Shockey. And sometimes you need a player like that who
Now
can
Cam
who can
Scatable,
deliver and look like he's having fun doing it.
Cam Scatable would have fucking won Rookie of the Year if he never got hurt. It would have been between him and Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart is gonna win it. To me, if you ask me, Jackson Dart wins it. But if Cam
But
Scatable would have fucking stayed healthy, he would have won it.
but can I
But
also say
let
something
me
too? I'm gonna let you
that
go. I know what you got. You got to just give your opinion of the coach pick. But when Scatterable came, they forgot about Tracy. They was letting Scatterable do everything. Tracy was just a non thought in their head. And look what he did. But he had 1,000 yard season again.
I think that was total yards. But yeah,
Oh well, it doesn't
he
matter.
did
But
have
yeah.
Tyrone Tracy did have a fucking good season. And I
Hmm.
don't think he was a afterthought. I just don't think he was performing. Just look at the games. Like I made sure, even though I was yeah, Texans, whatever, I don't care. But
I
I
don't
watched
believe
all
you.
17 Giants games, bro. I
I
really
don't
did
believe
watch
you.
all
You need more
17
people.
Giants games.
We don't
And
believe you. You
Tyrone
need more
Tracy was
people.
underperforming when Scat was there.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
I don't even. You know what? Middle finger you, Sauce Money. Shout out to Sauce Money. Middle finger you. So
Go ahead.
but nah, I do like Tyrone Tracy, and I wanted this to keep it 100. I wanted to see like a three-headed monster where I thought Devin Singletary could get us 500. Scat can give us like 750 or 500, 500 to 750, and Tyrone Tracy giving us 1,000. That's what I wanted to see, and I still think that could happen if everybody's going to be. I don't know if Devin Singletary is going to still, if he's still under contract for another year or not. But I want to see the big things out of our backfield. I kind of see that that could happen now with Coach Harbaugh. I see Jackson Dart being used similarly to Lamar Jackson, but I think Jackson Dart is a better thrower of the football. Lamar Jackson is the guy that's going to get you 1,000 yards rushing. Maybe Jackson Dart can get you 800, but he can get you 35 to 37, maybe even 4,000 yards passing. Where
I think
Lamar Jackson will top out at 3,500.
the first thing you do with Dart is plaster his little cubby there with pictures of Tua and let him know where he's headed if he don't learn to slide.
Yeah, he got to
Tua
learn
went
how to fucking slide,
But
bro.
Tua went from the
oh,
favorite son out there to now they talking about he's overpaid. If they cut him, it's going to be a
And
lot of dead money on the.
overrated.
I mean, he went from the prodigal son to how do we get rid of him? And part
Yeah,
of it
bro.
was you.
He didn't know how to slide.
Yeah, he just
but
some of them hits
Jackson
he
Dart.
took hurt me.
Okay, but Tua. Okay, I agree. I agree with everything y'all saying. That's Jackson Dart gonna get hurt if he don't know how to slide. But Jackson Dart was trying to get first downs and he wouldn't have got it if he slid. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? So
But so was Tua.
like
That's the
no
problem.
no no Tua was running because he was scared or he had an opening
Nah,
and he thought
Tua. There was a
Tua
couple
Tua.
times he tucked down because he wanted that extra 2 yards and wound up losing 2 yards from the hit.
Well, the Tua was different. I didn't like him because I just thought that I liked him, but I just knew he was a frail dude
I always thought he was too small anyway. Pause.
Yeah,
and knew it was gonna happen.
he was trying to blow up some defenders, and he's built like a ballerina. Like that's the
Like,
like why didn't anyone
yeah,
tell
you're
him time to
small,
calm down?
bro. You're small as fuck. Like, what do you think you're gonna do? You're not Big Ben Roethlisberger, bro.
Yeah,
Big Ben
well,
never had a concussion a day in his career. But it's like
after one or two, you be like, well, you know what? I'm not as big as I thought I was. You know what I mean?
that's
That's
what I'm
how
saying. Tua didn't know
that's
that.
how I really took it. Like
Unfortunately,
nah.
uh, like that couldn't have been me. I couldn't have been his teammate. I see him take one or two hits like that. I'm stopping my runs short. I'm a slide, because he took some
Like,
hard
come
ones.
on.
And Dart's a little bigger, but if you really look at him, he's not
He's skinny
big.
though.
bulky, solid. He's just tall
Yeah, he's
and
slim.
yeah.
Well, I just think that with if we get the offense coordinator that we're supposed to get, I just think that he's gonna
We
have
got
more
Todd
weapons.
Monken, bro.
He's gonna have more weapons than what he ever had inside Baltimore. Now he may
Bro,
not
we
have
got
the
Todd
better
Monken.
quarterback. He may not have the better quarterback, but
He
he has a
might.
better. He has had better um
That's debatable.
running backfield. He got two-headed monsters back there. Pause. You know what I
Three
mean? And Tracy,
possibly.
you up with Tracy Scatterable. You got a tight end that yeah, put him in the number 2 slot, and he should be the number 1. You understand what I'm saying? And you got Theo Johnson. If
Bellinger.
you yeah, Bellinger. You got Theo Johnson too, who Dart likes to throw to, but I don't like Theo Johnson. He can't
He
catch.
drops the ball too damn
Yeah,
much, bro.
he can't. He's better fingers for me,
Nah,
but
nah. I think he could have a rebound year. But all right. What's gonna make this year interesting is if he can get the ball to Bellinger, because Bellinger's gonna be not looked at. So if they could play with two tight ends a lot and actually throw the ball instead of run it with the two tight end sets, you can get
mhm,
Bellinger. Bellinger surprised a lot of offense, a lot of defenses. And then
mhm,
if you got Theo Johnson, now last year was just him being nervous. His first year, he's a rookie. Okay, cool. Because we seen what he did in Penn State. He was a beast. So if he can go back to that Theo Johnson that we drafted, Theo Johnson could be a monster. He could definitely be a monster. Then you got Malik Neighbors over there. Him and Dart already had a relationship. Then you got Wandale as your XYZ as your Z receiver. He already has a relationship with Dart. Now you get somebody over there. Now, if you're not going to keep Slayton, if we don't keep Slayton, which would hurt my feelings, we got to have Carnell Tate over there. I want Carnell Tate over there. And then in
well,
the
I'm
second round, draft the lineman.
yeah,
Or,
tight.
or draft. I don't even know what to draft in the second round. But I know I want
You
an established lineman for once.
you do realize that Harbaugh's going to do something that your Giants haven't done recently. He's going to try to establish that running game. He's going to try to
Yes,
establish the short
Offensive line.
yardage passes to the tight ends. And then those are the ones who are going to chip block those linemen while Dart throws that 80-yard touchdown pass.
but
Because
did you hear what I said
now you got to
though?
watch for them. Because
Did
now
you
you
hear
got
what
to
I
watch for
said when
them.
I was saying throwing to both tight ends? I already know, bro.
You
That's why I
establish that
said throwing to them tight
you,
ends.
you establish that running game and you let the defenses know we will dump that 5-yard pass to these tight ends. Not only do you have to now stay up close to watch him, one of them simple chip block on a lineman to open up some more space for him. I wish, as a Jet fan, I could say that. Like it's.
Yeah,
I think if y'all can tame him enough to use his arm because he's got a good arm
he does
first
have a good arm.
before he uses his feet. I think 2 years is too long, and y'all will start seeing improvement this year. I think it's going to come down to mentally speaking. Some quarterbacks should get them to change instinct. Your first instinct is now your second. Your second should be first, and they have a rough time about it. But if he can accept using his arm first and then using his
Right.
feet, I think I think as a team, the Giants see improvement this year.
Well, I
Yeah, and I
think
agree with every bit of
I
that
think
right there.
I think with a better play call, I think he's not gonna want to run. He don't like his option wouldn't be to run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he throw that ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
The
believe
thing is,
I actually like Jackson Dart. I actually it's difficult for me to sit there because I was once a quarterback. Whatever, I don't care how far I made it, but I know how to assess quarterbacks. I didn't think I would like him. I did not think I would like him. I like Jackson Dart. He just needs to learn how to fucking run or slide rather. He knows how to run. He needs to know, like, bro, you cannot take on a linebacker. Get out of bounds or get down, bro. I'd rather a 4th and 1 than a first down and you're out for the game.
now I like him. He's not only is he a physically gifted quarterback, he's an energy guy. He's the kind of dude who can
Mm-hmm.
get you pumped on a 1-yard pass. And there's quarterbacks who throw 20 and you don't feel it. It's like, okay, let's move on down to the next play. I think he brings energy with him. Remember, that's what I said. Cam overrated. Shador was not a first, second, or third round quarterback. Dylan sucked. Y'all got the best quarterback out that group. And no, and
Cam
yet
Ward is decent. I think
and the
Shador
best part is
Sanders should have
the
got
best part
drafted
is everybody
sooner.
spoke about everybody else. No one was speaking about Dart.
But they knew what Dart brought to the game because they see what he did with Ole Miss. You know what I mean?
See, and Ole Miss is SEC. That's why probably Dart is probably the better quarterback. Well, Miami, I believe, is SEC too. Is it or is it ACC? Because
I don't know.
they be shifting teams into if they do well, they move over. I don't know. But I know Miami playing tonight. And the Horsemen, if you're watching, your man Carson Beck was doing bull with Georgia just for him to be the man in Miami, bro. Wow. Wow.
What's
Yeah,
the score on the
y'all
game?
don't that don't affect y'all because y'all don't know how it is down here. Carson Beck they was about to hang him, I guess. They was about to hang Carson Beck. And he was sitting there talking about he was going to the draft. Then he didn't go to the draft and was like, I'm gonna stay one more year, but I'm gonna hit the transfer portal. Then he goes to Miami and he takes them to a national championship. Yeah. That's the difference. Hey, I want everybody to see that's the difference of how we feel in New York about SEC football. Nobody cares. Only reason I know is because I live down here and I know it's important. And I heard people want to hang or want to do things with Carson Beck that will leave him unalived. So, I understand. I mean, I'm Ohio State, but I understand.
Is
But as you can
Carson Beck
see, these guys don't even
Carson black?
care.
Is he black?
No, of course
Mm.
not.
I'm just making sure.
Let
I
me
just
not
wasn't
say, of
reading.
course not. But with a name like Carson, he's not a black guy.
Oh, I don't know nowadays. I just making sure because you saying that they wanted to hang the guy, so I just want to make sure that
Oh no, I probably want to use that. If he was black,
Historically
I'd have probably
speaking,
said something else.
historically speaking, he wanted to connect the dots there.
Yo,
I
appreciate you,
I just making
CeeLo.
sure it wasn't both
Appreciate
sides,
you.
not both reasons. You know what I mean?
Miami is still ACC. So you know what? That makes it look even worse because the ACC, as far as I'm concerned with football, is trash. Trash. It ain't been good since Florida State and Miami with some Danny Werfel. What's the guy who went to the NFL? Nobody likes now. He just prays to Jesus. He tried to play baseball. Tebow,
Tebow.
Florida. Like, yeah, like man, Miami ain't been the same since they had Ed Reed and all of them dudes at the same time. Ken Dorsey and them. That's crazy. So like the ACC is like doo-ha to me for real,
Yeah,
for
can
real.
I get a score update, y'all, please? Somebody watching the game, right?
It's still the
Yeah,
same.
nobody's.
It's already halftime.
Damn, I thought it was been okay.
Yeah, my fault. I'm supposed to be watching the game, but okay. Now let's move over. Pause to that was no pause, but still, just in case. But we all this one thing we all are. We all Met fans here. I want to know how people feel about our off season. Bo Bichette
We
letting
got
go of
we got
letting go
three
of
short
hold up, but letting go of everybody that we let go of the core, letting go of everybody. You know, what I mean, I want to let's talk Mets baseball, baby.
we
I
got
I don't usually
three
have
sec
all Mets fans. Let's
we
go.
got three shortstops. One's got to play second. One's got to play third. We got no first baseman, so we might have to platoon our third baseman over there.
I said this is what I said the other day. That what are we doing?
And more importantly, they're all low average, good power players except for Bo Bichette. All these
Boba
bats
Fett
they
is an
get,
all-star.
all these bats we're putting into the lineup, all these RBI guys we're putting into the lineup. Who gets on base so that these dudes can get their RBIs?
Yeah, the way I say it, you got Lindor batting first, Bichette batting second, and what's the name? Soto batting third. After that, I don't know. I guess you got the first baseman batting fourth.
It's
I
either
don't know, bro.
I think glove
Vientos.
wise, Beatty. If analytics and the runs he gave up is a reason to let Alonso go, you can't make Vientos your starting first baseman.
No,
It
they're
has
gonna have
it
the
has to
guy
be
that never
Beatty.
played first base.
It's gonna have to be Beatty, and they're gonna have to platoon over there. Now we
Yeah, they're
now
gonna
we
have the guy that we just got from Seattle. What's the dude that we just got from Seattle?
Polanco.
But yeah, Polanco's supposed to is slated to play first base, and he's never
I,
played a
I think he's
season
gonna
of
be
first base.
I think he's gonna be more of a DH because who else if we put him there? We can't have Beatty non-hitting ass as a DH. We can't have Vientos all or nothing strike out a home run as a DH.
That's where I think Vientos is going to the DH spot.
They're gonna have to figure out a way to spread all this out
But
and hope some of these dudes start taking some walks and getting some singles because otherwise we got all these 80 plus RBI men in the lineup. You need 80 people on base for them to get those 80 RBIs.
Mm-hmm.
They all can't be swinging for the fences. And we're gonna need every one of them to get 80 RBIs because our starting pitching is what?
Yeah, that starting pitching. That's what I think we should. Man, if we're gonna get Tariq Skubal, we need to make that happen. And to me, I'm sure it's probably not agreed, but Simeon is gone after this year. I think he only has 1 year left on his contract. I would have signed Bo Bichette for a long-term deal and say, hey, you can opt out after year 4 or 5. You're not opting out after year 1.
no,
We're
but
not doing
I
this
tell you,
42 million a year
CBA.
shit.
It's the CBA that did that right there.
Yeah, you said that yesterday too. And
Yeah,
I do
CBA
I
did
mean
that.
I get it. But I mean, he's 27, Soto's 27. You got a bunch of minor league, like the same shit I said yesterday. You got a bunch of minor league guys who are slated to be possible major league studs. You got one in Nolan McLean. Nolan McLean is already a stud. You still got Peterson. Now hopefully he's worked on his stamina so he can get not to get through 7, 8 innings, but no, to get to a full season. Because we see he can be a good number 3 starter. And I think we need to pick up some pitching and Cody Bellinger. I'm not gonna say it no more, but Cody Bellinger for the last time. Cody Bellinger.
Now this is the other thing. What do we do with Mauricio and Acuna now? I think they need
Mauricio's still young and Acuna's still young.
I think they
We got
need
to think
full
about what we're
season.
gonna do with Beatty
One,
and
one,
Vientos
one is
too.
getting traded for an outfielder this year.
I
Before spring training come, one is getting traded
I
for an
wouldn't be
outfielder.
surprised if
I don't
both of
see
them are out
outfield.
for a
I see
pitcher.
pitcher. A pitcher. Yeah, I see a
Because
pitcher.
all right. So this is my opinion of Senga. I don't know if y'all Knicks fans, but back in the '90s,
He's
Chris
a Knicks
Childs
fan, but I know the history.
Chris Childs beat out Ward for point guard, starting point guard. What was
And
it?
punch Kobe in
90.
the face.
Yeah, when he two-pieced him. And
Yep,
then
I know.
out of left field, Ward became the starting PG again. So I'm like, what the hell? Childs had a cleaner, up and down, fast-paced game. Ward, remember, used to
He
stop
was
it.
better than Charlie Ward, to be for
He would
real. Chris
Ward
Childs is
would
better than Charlie Ward.
Ward
But
would
Charlie
stop the
Ward fit that
game.
Knicks system.
Ward would stop the game to let Ewing get back into the TV screen to let him get back into his post.
That's what I'm
When I
saying. Charlie Ward fit the Knicks at the
when
time.
when
He
I,
fit their offense
Man, be
better.
when I
quiet
found out
and you are not a Knicks fan. Please let him talk.
when I found out
Yo,
Chris
I still
Childs
know basketball.
when I found out Chris Childs asked out the starting lineup because he didn't get along with Patrick Ewing, I immediately lost respect for him. I
Nah, you
brought
know what it
that up to
was? He was
I
better with
brought that up to
Sprewell,
say this.
Canby, the younger lineup,
No,
bro. That younger
I,
lineup was better
I,
than with Patrick Ewing.
I bring that up to say this. Senga refused his last 2 starts because he didn't feel comfortable. That last game, we went with a pitcher every 2 innings. Guess what? You could have started, and if you didn't feel comfortable, you come out in the second inning. They literally went a pitcher every 2 innings. So how do you beg out during the most important 2 weeks of the season? One game gets
Yeah.
us in, and you beg out of 2 starts?
Yeah,
Like
I do see.
as
Yeah,
a fan, I got
yeah,
no confidence in him. I don't know how his teammates feel
I
because
do
that
get
last
you.
game was a pitcher every 2 innings. Guess what? You could have did the first 2 innings, and if you didn't feel comfortable, back to the regularly scheduled program. We got pitchers coming up every 2 innings. He sat out both games. He literally did not want to play both games, and
Yeah,
yet
Singer had
he's
started
the
out of
meanwhile
that.
he's the star. He's the star in our rotation. It's going to be a long year.
Yeah, because he did start
I
out the
agree. It's gonna be a
season
long
looking
year.
like a Cy Young Award winner,
Now, was that
and
the
I don't know
injury
what
or was
happened
that
with
the
him.
confidence?
I don't know if it could have been it could have been both. It could have been a bit of both. And the fact that we vying for a playoff spot, we supposed to be the best team. Maybe he just choked under pressure. I mean, it is New York. That's what usually happens to some folks. But how could you choke if you already been with us for 2, 3, about to be 3 years now?
Yeah, he's just
No, about to
he's
be
about to
four
be.
years.
I don't know. It's hard to say nowadays with betting and all that stuff, man. I don't know, bro. People do weird stuff, and money's a motherfucker.
Yeah, it definitely is, bro. That's a
Money's a
fact.
motherfucker. I'm not saying that happened with him, but I agree with you. If you didn't want to take that ball last two starts that you could have took, and you bowed out yourself, then I will question your integrity
Integrity,
and
yeah.
how I feel
Your
about
will
you
to
and my
win.
team. Yeah.
Cause that is some bull-ish. You know what I mean? Like,
But we don't know. Well, I don't know either. You could have been like, yo, my arm has got some type of twitch in it. I don't feel like nah, I'm not feeling this right here. I mean,
hey, listen, bro, you know
Well,
what
no,
that shit might have
he
been
had
like.
by that point he had those couple of starts in the minors. He gave the okay to get sent back up. It's not like dude, yo, you going up? We need you. He had a couple of starts in the minors. He agreed he felt better, and suddenly nothing felt good when you got put on that bench. Like, and
he got hit.
again,
He got hit with that New York cold.
and, and again, they
Oh
said it.
shit!
The Mets said
Look,
it from the beginning. If he can't start, we're gonna go with a starting rotation by committee, which means you knew you could have started and not disrupted the plan. You could have came in if you couldn't even finish the first inning. You know what? They got to set up. It's going to be a pitcher every 2 innings anyway.
yeah. So you
Right.
got a
You
question. You
you
got a
almost could
question.
have fit in that final plan that was made because of you, and you still could have fit in that plan, and you
Yeah.
didn't.
You got a question, man. You got a question. What's going on with him and how bad you got that winning vibe and you know what I mean, that winning bone force.
I just think it's going to be a long year. And I remember I had this conversation when the season first started when it looked like we was about to run away with it, and I'm like, this won't last long. None of the pitchers are getting out the fifth inning.
Oh, I said
we're
that
gonna
too.
we're gonna burn
Yep.
that bullpen out
Yep.
before August, and lo and behold,
Yep. I said that too. Like 'cause none of our pitchers is going the distance. Not even 6 innings, bro. Like you
We
said,
had
five
five,
innings.
6 innings. It's looking horrible to
I
keep it
think
a hundred.
I think we had the greatest 5 inning pitching staff ever
Mm,
in
mm,
history,
mm, 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 mm,
ever.
mm, 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 mm,
And that
I
part,
would
I
say
think,
they were decent.
and I think that part is mental. When you already know I'm out in the fifth inning, you just don't develop the heart to get into that sixth inning.
You
Yo,
looking
And
at
it's ten
numbers.
ten. It's
You
10-10 in the third quarter, 12 minutes to go.
Yeah, you're looking at numbers, and once you start looking at numbers and the time, you know what I mean, then you start the shit be dragging, you know what I mean? So yeah,
Man, I wish anybody could be Greg Maddux, but that's why great is great and mediocre is mediocre.
I thought Peterson could have been him the way
Dave
he ended
Peterson?
the season before.
Yeah, I've always had faith in David Peterson. I ain't gonna lie. I've always had faith in him. And it's just
well,
like
yeah,
last year, he just got tired. His
but
last 3 or 4 or 5 starts, he just was like, man. I don't have
But Dave
anything left.
Peterson was always a every other season type of dude. You know what I mean? He just, you know what I mean? He was having his
Nah, he
back to
had two
back.
good seasons in a row.
I was about to say he just had this one back to back good season that we was like, okay. Now, and I was looking at him like this is where we've been thought you was supposed to be at. You know what I mean, we knew you had this in you. Where you at? There you go.
He just
Look,
faded in the stretch. That's what it was. That's what it seemed like to me. He
look,
faded in the stretch.
look at the conversation we're having about the Mets pitching. Yet Wheeler is just, has been established that Hall of Fame career he's still having. The
Hmm.
Yeah.
Grom managed to put together a season,
Hmm.
Yep.
and we got Senga saying he can't pitch because something don't feel right. Okay,
But we said that about Degrom too when he didn't want to pitch as well. When you know what I mean, so we ran him out of there too. Like, come on, bro, you didn't want to pitch as well. So I said like
Yeah. I love Jacob DeGrom no
maybe a
matter what.
pitcher,
but the
maybe a
Grom
pitcher
had
feels.
the Grom had the injury history to make you say, "Oh, his elbows acting up. Sit him down."
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you know, Degrom will be like, okay, I'm going through it anyway. But again, like we don't know what this guy going through. Maybe he how he said it and how he got translated a little different than what he meant. I don't know. You know what I mean? But like I said, we have to question his will to win. If that's the case, then you know we didn't question the Grom will to win. If it's his health injury, you know what I mean? His health is he healthy enough to be getting paid that money for? Is he gonna be around for 25 games, 30 games,
I'd have
36
gave that
games? You know
nigga
what I
that
mean?
money. I don't give a
I
fuck.
would
I'm gonna
have.
keep it 100. I'd have gave him
We
that
would
money.
have. Well, we know that. Why wouldn't? Look what the ERA was. No run
Shit, the
support.
man won 3 Cy Youngs in a fucking row. I'm
He never
giving
had
that
no
nigga
run.
whatever he want with no
Never had
run
no run
support.
support. Never had no run
No
support.
run support. Jacob DeGrom
Nah,
could have been the fucking greatest Met pitcher since Tom Seaver. He
nah. You know
was.
why? You know why he had to leave New York? We start cold, we end cold. He's got a fragile arm. Texas, LA, teams like that, they start hot and end hot.
Hmm.
That's where he belongs.
No, that's true. That's
Texas.
where he probably would have broken down with us. He'd probably have broken down with us. I mean, like you said, there's the weather. I do
I
agree with
Yo,
mean, he
that.
it's
did. Where did he go to
18
school?
degrees in Chicago right now.
Hold up. He grew up with the quarterback for the Rams. He grew up with Son. So where did they grow up in
Exactly.
California?
The Grom, yeah, I don't know where he's a Western dude,
Oh shit.
and he was a shortstop.
Oh, I know he was a
Yeah,
shortstop first.
I think it was California, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I know
And it was
Kershaw.
just,
Is he from I know Kershaw and dude is from California. What's his name?
but it doesn't matter where
Stafford.
you're from
Stafford.
because it's your body. It's how your body, he got injury prone, so arthritis kicking out. I mean, maybe not for him, but your bones start react different in the cold and the heat. I mean, that's what Frank I think is saying.
Yeah,
And
I think with that kind of money here, we probably would have been complaining. There he goes again,
yeah,
because we
makes
start
sense.
cold and we end cold.
Makes
Remember, and it's
sense.
not like it's just September, October anymore. Last two games, if it goes all seven, be first week in November.
Yeah, it do be November. I get it, but shit, man, how many people we gonna find that could throw a damn ball in November? Shit, for that, everybody gonna be cold in November. Everybody.
That's why they're trying to make the games dome. They want the baseball parks to be domes.
Yeah, that costs a whole bunch of extra millions. But yeah, I would love for that'd cut down on the rain delays. The season wouldn't be
Listen
extended.
here, I caught Game 6 in '86 from the train platform. It was not cold when the game is good.
It was probably October.
Yeah, it was freezing. It's funny when I left. I'm gonna say around the seventh inning because I was freezing. I had on my little Met starter jacket, and I don't know what made possessed me to not wear anything else.
You
Yeah,
weather
yeah,
with your
yeah.
parent. You weather with your
I can't
parents.
even talk.
You weather
You know
with your
how
parents.
when I left, the Mets were losing. You know how I know they won? Pulling into 86th Street, the conductor, Mets win, Mets win.
Let's go.
I left because I was freezing and we were losing. And by the time I got to 86th Street, they won.
Shit, me and Doc went to a few games, man. Shit, we went to playoff games. Shit. We went, that
Yeah.
was the Shea days too. We went to Shea, we went to City Field. Shit, it was beautiful, man. Let's let
It
LFGM
was.
be.
All day,
I'm
every
telling
day.
you, from the train station, you couldn't see left field and half a center. But we were like 100 deep on that platform just watching the game. And when they
Oh
started
yeah,
losing,
yeah.
that's when we started realizing, yo, it's like 20 below out here. You know, when, when it was still
It's
tied, we were
cold
all
as
hot.
fuck.
We were all hot when it was still tied. They took the lead. Oh, it got warm out here. As soon as they started losing, that's when I realized I'm out here. I literally had on a Met baseball jersey, short sleeve, and my Met starter jacket. I had to come home. I had to walk home into. We told you. I was 16. My mom was not happy that I left like that, and she couldn't wait to rub it in my face when I got back.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Damn, what's up?
Yeah, man.
Nah, I'm cheating a little bit. Hopefully, if they gonna let the shit pop up, it's like they know what I'm trying to look at or some shit, and they gotta just load it.
Still 10-10.
Yeah, still
Oh,
10-10. 8 minutes left in the third quarter.
She said you mess around and catch pneumonia dressed like that. Now it's snowing. You know, baseball game out there to be going to either. It's not no championship.
Right.
But yeah, what up, Michelle? Happy New Year's. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us.
excuse me.
Yo, what's up? Yo, this shit is just weird. My phone just acting crazy right now.
Fair use, copyright, entertainment purpose only, or
Oh,
educational
you
purpose
see it? It
only.
finally popped up?
Yeah.
Oh, you 2 seconds behind me. I'm ready to start making bets with y'all.
Hmm.
Yo, I
Copyright
cannot.
infringement act of whatever year it is for
As long as we
entertainment
talking,
and
as long as we having
educational.
conversation,
Nah, not even that. You just gotta say that, bro. Real talk.
purposes
Real talk.
only.
Yep. That's all you gotta do. And what happens? People forget to say that or put it in their description. You know what I mean? Once you put that there, you good. You're supposed to be good. Oh, they kicked them off. Oh shit.
Oh wow, really?
They said, "Fuck you, Al. Fuck you, yellow tape. You don't know what you're talking about." That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
So you lucky you still on giving away the trade secrets. Like yo, the other one.
No, they said, see, he's saying all that shit, but he ain't put it up. That's what they saying. Oh, that's fucked up. Where you at, Jack? Jacky, where you at? He coming back soon, hopefully. That's crazy. That's just only two people in the studio. How
Well,
they
we
know
got
that?
what happened?
I said, how they know that's that quick, bro? And then you just say something about that too. You was like, YouTube.
And you, it's not like you can even hear the audio. Like,
No,
damn.
it was none. It was none. None. I ain't get no message from him, so he probably trying to get back in.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm about to say. I know I ain't the only one left here.
No, no, no. I went to go look at my screen.
There you go.
There I
Yo, Brody.
go. Here I go.
You ain't talk, did you? You
Michelle
asked for a
Grapes,
lawyer.
what's good, Michelle
You asked for a
Grapes?
lawyer up front. You ain't say nothing.
he, he said he got dropped down with niggas. He don't like that shit. He got dropped down with niggas.
Yo, yo, I don't know what
Yeah,
happened with this phone. I don't know why. Like, it just started bugging out. Like, it's
nah,
still bugging, kinda.
we thought you got snatched up.
Nah,
Matter
nah,
of fact,
nah, nah,
matter of fact,
nah.
matter of fact. Let me see your little table there. If I see a sandwich and a soda, I know they got you.
See the sun kiss. See the sun kiss.
Nah, they got me with. I ain't gonna front. They got me with a bottle of Tito's. I'll let you see this right here. Let me see it. Go over there. Go. Let me pour another cup.
Yep, I can see the bronze thing. Yep, you sold out. All right.
Yo, um, where we at? Yeah, it's still 10-10.
We in the background.
Los Angeles has the ball.
We in the background of the background.
Oh, fumble!
No, they recovered.
And the
Yeah,
Rams got the ball back.
he's 3 seconds behind. Damn, this would have been a good one to put a bet on. I bet he drops it. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if anything else exciting happens.
Yo, Majid, I'm hoping the Rams come through and win this one. What about y'all guys?
I'm not a Chicago fan. I like Stafford. I'm not
Me
much of
neither.
a, you know, LA fan.
I love Stafford.
And this is starting to look like it's gonna be the damn Patriots.
I love
They-
Stafford. I love Puka Nakua. I'm mad that my
Yeah,
last page got taken away from me, but I've been talking about Puka Nakua since he was a rookie.
yeah, he definitely nice. And Matthew Stafford is cool. But I do like what the Brown or what the Bears are doing over there as well. So I wouldn't be mad if they win either. But are they ready to win? You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm
You
not.
think
I'm
so?
not feeling if Matthew Stafford lose to a dude who wears nail polish and has a deal with Revlon. I'm
Mm,
good.
bro, I'm don't matter what type of dude he is. He out
Up,
there
up.
playing.
I bet he drops the kickoff.
I bet I dropped the kickoff. So we know somebody about to drop the kickoff. I'm about to go see if I can find somewhere to get caught up to speed to where Frank is at, so I can make these bets too.
Nah, but I'm thinking it's gonna. I hope Stafford pulls it up, but I think at the end of it, it's gonna be Patriots just staying in there.
what was your thought of Bo Nix getting hurt on the down? Was he got hurt on a down play? Didn't he? When he was down the ball, I heard.
That would have been the Patriots and Broncos would have been a nice AFC championship, but so would the Broncos and the Texans. But no, I guess the better teams would have been what it is now because the Texans would have still been hurt. Maybe Nico Collins comes back next week, but the better team won. So the Patriots and the Broncos, but the Broncos they got a second string quarterback who's like 1-4 in 5 professional starts. So the Patriots look like they're going to be going against whoever wins now,
Yeah, but what was your feeling
which I'm
when Bo
hoping is
Nix
the
get?
Rams.
Did Bo Nix get hurt while he was down the ball? He got hurt on a play.
The
I
play
don't even
before
know.
down the ball.
Yeah. So
I think it was
what's
the
your
play
thought?
before down the ball.
Okay. Okay. That's what I was thinking when I was just asking that question because how the fuck he get hurt down on the ball? You know what I mean?
Nah, it was definitely a play before down in the ball.
That's crazy. But
Yeah, like
yeah, uh, I joked around earlier to Uncle Jack. about Denver Broncos going out there and signing a retired quarterback.
Yeah, if that shit happens, man, I ain't think you could do that shit in the postseason. But if that could happen, that's like, yo, what the fuck?
And they only got to play 2 games, one at the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
And
one at the least if they lose.
yeah, one at the least. Excuse me. So that's crazy. I thought about it. I mean, I didn't think about it. That wasn't my first thought process. I read it somewhere, and then then I read it somewhere else, and I'm like, okay, really, people really putting thought process into this shit because they actually name names. You know what I mean?
And Tom Brady gonna come out and play for the Broncos or
Well, he
Peyton
can't.
Manning.
You know what it is,
Brady.
right?
Brady can't come back and play.
Rivers came out and had 3 good quarters, and people believe they can all do that.
Nah, well,
But
no,
Rivers had a
they
good
wasn't
game against
saying
the 49ers.
they people that could said they wanted to do it or could do it. I'm just saying they were saying that that these are the options that they have because Stafford or Stan, whatever the dude, the Denver quarterback is now, he's not it. You know what I mean?
He's
But
definitely not it. And Phillip Rivers came back because, I mean, he got 10 kids. I mean, I need a bigger check than what this high school program is paying me anyway.
he still
So
had the drive in him. He still had the heart. He still had the will. He still wanted to play. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
he did well to me. He did well. He retired for
Hmm.
no reason. If you look at what he did when he came in for the 3 or 4 games that he came in for, he should have never retired.
And stuff. But names was floating around, such as Cam. He's ready to go. Kaepernick name came through. That was one. That was one at the bottom. That was one of the last names.
Kaepernick
Um,
hasn't thrown a pass in what 10 years now,
yeah, but
It's
to
got to
to
be 10
to
years now.
to
and
say that
and he
why his name is up there because he said he's still in football shape. You know what I mean? So that's the reason
he
why
was
his
in
name
football shape that last year, and he was 3-12. Let's stop this.
Yeah, it's
I'm,
over. Colin
I'm just going
Kaepernick.
by the name. I'm just going by the names that was thrown
Well,
out there. You know what I mean?
no, because
Um,
to this day I still have arguments with people. Oh, somebody should give Cap a chance. I'm like,
For
all you
what?
non-football fans are talking nonsense. I said, you want to know who really wanted to get rid of him? Go to San Francisco and ask the fans after they sat there and watched him go 3-12 how quick they'll tell you he was done.
Yeah, Kaepernick was, that's it. It's over. He can go to
So
the fucking
he's still training.
USFL or something.
who else? Who else named they threw out there? They threw out Andrew Luck, but they said he don't have no interest in coming back. You know what I mean?
He's not playing
Um,
no more football after rupturing the spleen.
who else? Who else name came up that I seen? I had it on that, but then you started
So
talking.
Phil Simms, Steve Young, Joe
No,
Montana, Drew
Drew
Brees.
Brees, Drew Brees.
Man, are they smoking?
I said Drew Brees. Um,
Drew
and
Brees didn't even look good his last year. He didn't
Drew,
even look like he could throw anymore.
Drew Brees is a
somebody
shoulder
else.
problem. I don't think he's rested enough.
I know
Man,
Drew Brees had the fucked
he,
up shoulder.
he's still gonna need that shoulder at an older age. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, it's definitely no.
And a couple more names because I read like a good 10 to 12 names that I read.
Man, for that we
Like I
might as well
said,
bring Mark Sanchez back.
they ain't got that
Yeah,
nigga
bring back Michael Vick.
either.
Michael Vick can still throw 70 yards.
What, across 3 games?
I wanted to laugh so bad, but I had smoke in my fucking lungs. So that shit came out fucked up, bro.
No, let's
Yo, he said
Yo,
what
Rivers.
in 3 games?
Rivers,
Yo,
we got an interception. We got an interception by the Rams. Still 10-10 though.
look, Rivers was able to
Fourth
come
quarter.
back because he's literally still in the life. He's a coach. The rest of these quarterbacks are at home chilling.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think the play before he.
all the names that they mentioned was all people that cause that need to be sitting down in a fucking lounge chair with their feet kicking up somewhere. I mean, so it just was a theory going out there and saying if Sean Payton was really desperate. But I read Sean Payton is comfortable with going with the second string dude that he got and the third string being the second string. So I guess we good.
I guess we'll see next week.
Thanks for the info, bro. But also, Seattle just won. I just think Seattle about to not be the team either because if this dude is still hurt and he didn't really throw but for 124 yards, you ain't gonna do that against the Rams nor the what's the name?
Through the Patriots.
No, who playing right now?
Oh,
The Bears.
Chicago, the Bears.
Yeah, so you're gonna get hurt fucking around with the Bears. Well, no, the Bears nine. They got a better
Look, I'm gonna be honest.
secondary.
I lost money today because I put 200 down on the Patriots to lose. I'm gonna have to make my money back. I'm gonna have to put at least. I hate the Patriots. I gotta put money on them to win it. I think that's where it's going. But
Yeah.
I, I hate
Unless
the Patriots.
unless they play the Rams, bro. Like if they play the Rams, like the Rams, he made like it's gonna come down to coaching, bro. You know what I mean? And I think that the
They're
Rams
gonna
may
play
have
the
the better.
Rams, bro.
Rams gonna have the better coach. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna say this dude ain't gonna pull a trick out of his hat. You know what I mean? Come Super Bowl time.
Yeah, the Rams definitely. If they win this game, I'm rocking with them to win the Super Bowl because it was supposed to be the Rams versus Buffalo to me, and that's not gonna happen. So definitely the Rams. It's not gonna be Rams Texans, and then it's definitely the Broncos don't even have a quarterback anymore, so the Patriots should have no problem dusting them off. It should be great. It should be glorious. Yo, don't forget, like, sub, and share. Don't be afraid. It's free.
Damn, they just wasted that until 3 and up.
Yeah, so
Fellas,
then he just threw that to know he almost threw a damn pick.
fellas, I gotta go. I got a couple things I gotta do before tomorrow.
I handle your business, Brody. I appreciate you coming through, man.
No,
Word.
no, let me know next one. We good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll definitely let you know, bro.
You look like you out of it. Am I the only one leaving here?
Nah, 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 nah. We probably gonna be on for a few more minutes before we click out. I don't know. It look like he having technical difficulty. But nah, Frank, appreciate you, bro. For
Yeah, no
real,
doubt, no doubt.
man.
Yo,
It's been fun, man.
see you on the next one, then, yo. And
Yes,
tell him I
sir, bro.
said, and tell him I
Appreciate you,
said
bro.
later. I don't see him at all. So, he's off to get altogether. Tell him I said the next time too. All right, later,
I
man.
bet. All right, hold it down, bro. Yeah, Frank had to get up out of here. He said, hold it down, bro. Be good. You know, whatever niggas say to each other, all that dope shit.
Power to the people.
but
All right, Frank.
soon we
Always a
about to
pleasure.
get up out of here too. You know what I mean? Michelle Grapes, appreciate you. CeeLo,
Oh
Desi
yeah, man.
Dez, Royalty, Miss Brenton, of course. I appreciate you for coming through, Doc. Frank, appreciate you. We'll see you next time. And hopefully we have a LA Rams victory over these Chicago Bears. You got any last words, Rose?
Peace to everybody that joined. Hit the like, send a share. Let's make it happen, Captain. And peace, Frank. Always a pleasure. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Rose. All
You already know, bro. Appreciate you.
right, y'all have a good night, man. Y'all be good. Happy Sunday.
Peace, y'all.